The machine prints 10,000 notes per minute, but if there's even one speck of mistake, that note burns in the shredder. Come inside the Brunei Dollar factory. How are Brunei dollars made? The crazy factory reality. Hello friends. You handle money every single day. You touch banknotes. But have you ever wondered, how is the Brunei dollar actually made? Does it just get printed by a machine? Or is there a secret factory behind it? Today, I'm taking you inside Brunei's official currency production center, where every single note and coin goes from zero to hero. And that's not all. We'll talk about security features, polymer notes, and how the Sultan's portrait ends up on that piece of paper, so watch till the end, because the secret of the Brunei dollar is about to be revealed. Let's begin. Our first entry inside the factory. Who can make money? The law. The first and most important thing, not just any factory can make Brunei dollars. Only and only the Authority Monetary Brunei Darussalam, or AMD, has this legal right. You can also call it the Brunei Central Bank. Just like the Reserve Bank of India is the only authority that makes the Indian rupee, AMD is Brunei's sole authority that issues notes and coins. Now here's the question. If the central bank doesn't run its own printing press, then how are banknotes made? The answer is outsourcing. Yes, friends, Brunei doesn't have its own printing factory. They contract with international security printers like Dolar or Giseke plus Devrient. But, and this is a big but, AMD has complete control over them. Their own team monitors every single step, from design to dispatch. So there's zero room for error. The first thing needed is raw material. In the old days, banknotes were made from cotton paper, but Brunei learned from the world and said, no, we're going modern. That's why today, Brunei's B1, B1, B5, B10, B10, B50 are all made from polymer. What is polymer? It's a special plastic-like material, waterproof, rip-proof, and clean. Germs don't stick to it. And the best part, polymer notes last 2.5 times longer than normal paper. Usually show a polymer note. Have you noticed? If you fold a B-10 note, it returns to its original shape. It doesn't tear like paper. And from hand to machine, everything gets printed on this material. As for coins, they are made from stainless steel, nickel, and brass alloys, mostly in other minting factories like the Royal Mint UK or the Singapore Mint. Then the Sultan's face is embossed onto them. Now comes the most interesting part, design. Who decides what gets printed on a banknote? Brunei's central bank represents its tradition and culture. On every note, you'll see the portrait of Sultan Haji Hassan al-Bolkiah. This doesn't just show royalty, it's a national identity. Along with that, lattices, mosques, oil rigs, and local flowers. But the real fun begins with security features. Friends, making a banknote isn't just about design, it's a war against counterfeiting. If you hold a Brunei dollar under UV light, hidden patterns will appear. Serial numbers are unique. And one feature that I personally love, domino. What is that? It's a raised dot pattern that tells blind people the value of the note by touch. Along with that, color shifting ink, where the B$50 number changes from green to blue as you change the angle. And a see-through window on polymer notes, a transparent design. More than 20 security features are packed into a single note. So if anyone thinks, let's make a duplicate, my friend, even hackers would fail inside this factory. Now let's go to the offset printing press. This machine can print 10,000 notes per minute. First, the background gets printed. Geometric patterns, light colors, like cream, orange, blue. Then comes intaglio printing. This is a 300-year-old technology where the ink doesn't sit on top of the paper, but goes inside it. That's why you can feel the raised texture of the Sultan's image. Then comes serial numbering, a unique number on every note, tracked by the system. If a duplicate note appears, it gets caught through number collision detection. Now for coins, in the minting process, metal strips are first cut into blanks. Then those blanks go through annealing, then upsetting, where the edge is formed, and finally striking, where 100 tons of pressure brings the Sultan's face. On to the coin. The funniest part? Making a single coin takes about 3-4 weeks. That's how precise the process is. Now let's move to the factory's most boring but most important room, quality control. Here, both machines and humans check every single note and coin. High-speed cameras scan each note at 1,000 frames per second. If there's even a speck of dust in the wrong place, reject. If the ink is slightly shifted, reject. If a serial number repeats, reject. Rejected notes are fed into a shredder machine. Yes, literally. So if a $10,000 note is printed incorrectly, it goes straight to trash? Yes, because there's zero tolerance when it comes to counterfeiting. For coins, weight check, diameter check, edge serration check. If a coin is even 0.1 gram heavier, it gets melted down. That's why, my friends, the note you hold in your hand is made with literal atomic level precision. After production, notes and coins are packed into armored trucks with GPS tracking, security guards, and multiple locks. These trucks go straight to AMD's vaults. Then the central bank issues them to commercial banks like Baiduri, Bibbed, Standard Chartered. And from there, they make their way into people's wallets. A simple supply chain, but with extreme security. But here's something unique. Brunei notes are also retired. If a note becomes old, torn, or dirty, the bank takes it back, and the central bank turns it into shredded currency. And that shredded waste can even be converted into plastic or fuel, recycling. Wow, right? Now let me share with you a unique agreement from around the world. The Brunei-Singapore Currency Interchangeability Agreement, signed in 1967. Both countries decided, one Brunei Dollar X, one Singapore dollar. Always. And both currencies are legal tender in both countries. Vo, that means if you're in Singapore buying tea and you hand over a B10 note, the tea seller will accept it without thinking twice. And the same for S10, not in Brunei.